Saw a post from ESPN yesterday, and it said 100 days to college football. So, yeah, now we got 99 days more to go for college football. Yeah, so thanks for the reminder, ESPN. But coming into this season, before I start, what I gotta say, if you tune in for the first time, I thank you so much. Go ahead and do what the YouTubers say. I'm not gonna say it, but coming into this new season, a lot of expectations for what USC is gonna do. Lincoln Riley is on the hot seat, I would say, this year for what USC is putting out. Hey, this could be our year. It's like the time is now. And with our number one freshman class coming into this year, I don't want to put all the pressure on this freshman class because it's like a two-way street right now. You know, it's like, hey, we got the number one freshman class, but they're just freshmen. You don't want to put all the weight, the pressure on them. And I don't hear a lot of USC fans or a lot of USC people out there. I feel like just take it game by game right now, but we're not talking about the Big Ten title game and get into there and see when we, because for us to get into the playoffs, I feel like we probably have to be in the talks of being in the Big Ten title game, or we probably have to, or we're probably that third team, out still looking to get in to the college football playoffs. So hopefully we're in talks of being in the Big Ten title game. I just don't hear a lot of USC fans or UFC pundits out there talking about like that should be a goal for us this year. We have to get past Oregon, Indiana, Ohio State, but yeah, those are the keys for us to be in the big title game. So yeah, just a lot of expectations on Lincoln Riley. We'll see what happens this year with him. If not, if hopefully Gary Patterson with his 4-2-5 defense can get it all structured up, all right, because it's been for the last 3 years. Hey, we look good in the offseason. We look good. Lincoln Riley always tells us we look good in the offseason, but then when the season comes, it's always open space tackles, and then Georgia Southern puts up 17 on us. That shouldn't happen, but hey, it happens because you want to spread out your defense. I liked how it looks at some points, but our bright spots was Jakeem Stewart, our freshman. So he turned it up last year. I'm definitely expecting him to take it up another level this year. Our defensive line is looking really good. I think we keep Garrett, the transfer from Georgia. He number 0. He had some big plays last year. I mean, he had some bright spots, but he definitely could get better. Um, what's his all his effort? It was pretty much 50-50, like 50% effort sometimes with him on the field. So hopefully he can, give us all 110% when he's on the field playing for the Trojans. So, but yeah, just the defense. Hopefully we can just get better with that because Lincoln Riley, hey, he wants to care about the offense. Cool. We see you can mix around dudes and just put them in the right spots, but hopefully he doesn't get too cute in big games because that's what costs us in Notre Dame. And with our running backs this year, with Wayman Jordan, he's hurt coming into the season this year, so hopefully he doesn't get hurt in another game before Oregon, or he just stays. We're playing for a healthy season for Wayman Jordan, and kind of about Waymon Jordan, he was a JUCO Player of the Year before he came to USC, and the biggest pundit or the biggest college football person out there, Josh Pate, he wants to be college football commissioner, but I feel like he got a little biased, or he doesn't really like USC, because it's the West Coast. He's a Southern guy, but when he mentioned Waymon Jordan when he came to USC as a transfer, he was like, "Yeah, just USC just has this transfer running back coming in." That's like, no, 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 don't do that to my boy. Put all his accolades down there. Make it right. He was a JUCO player. He just wasn't some scrub JUCO player. Okay, he's not just another dude that just makes it to another D1 and doesn't get drafted. No, no, no. This dude might be a second round pick he might he's a really good running back, so hopefully Waymon Jordan can have a really good season this year because before he got hurt, he was a very shifty running back, had a couple 100-yard games before he got hurt in the Illinois game. And then when he got hurt, King Miller, which I love, and I love his story and what he's doing. King Miller had to step up to the plate and fill in for what Waymon Jordan did. He had a big game against Michigan, and then when you saw in some of our bigger games like Oregon and Notre Dame, he kind of diminished in those games and couldn't help Jane Mayava with the passing game because late in games, I feel like that run game is essential to what we have to do to win. Because when you saw Jaden Mayava last year in games, he looked not as calm as he was in during the game, because Jaden Miles, he looks cool, calm, and collective throughout the game. And then when it's late in game, you see his head kind of going like this, and then you see some picks being thrown in the Notre Dame and Oregon game, so that cost us. But I think the game was kind of like over at that point. But we still had chances. But definitely King Miller. He's he's a smaller running back. He's about six. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds, and Waymon Jordan's more stocky, more built as a running back. So definitely he could help us through the tackles, get those short yardage, 5 yard gains instead of King Miller when he runs the ball, no yard gain or 2 yard gain. You know, but so hopefully Waymon's back for um those, like for the big games. He just get hurt. And then we have two running backs that are coming in from our number one recruiting class this year, my Sean Alston and Desmond Rideau. And Desmond Rideau, I like Desmond Rideau. He kind of reminds me of Colorado's running back right now. What's his name? Richard Young. And how he runs the ball, I like him. I didn't think we get dreadhead running backs at USC, but he dreadhead running back. He looks like an Alabama running back with just he runs straight up, not kind of he doesn't run down, not a jukey guy. He's running straight up, full speed, gonna run at you, not try to juke you out. So that's the type of runner Rideau is. And I saw he could block a little bit. He's a bruiser. When he gets to the end zone, doesn't shy away from the contact, which is lovely. So yeah, just watching his highlight reel, and then Sean Alston, crazy running back. His speed, both running backs have breakaway speed and what they can do. But Sean Alston, I saw in his highlight tape, he wasn't shy to do the pass blocking. So what you saw with Jaden Ott and Makai Hughes last year, I don't know if you know those two running backs, but it was transferred to Oregon and then transferred to Oklahoma. Those two running backs, they didn't get any playing time because of how that's when it kind of caught notice to me, like pass blocking really matters, was when those two running backs, they had really great years before they transferred. And they Oregon nor Oklahoma plays those guys because they couldn't get the pass blocking down, or they just couldn't gel with the team. Makai Hughes, he ends up asking for a red shirt year, and he transfers out. Same thing with Jaden Ott. He goes to the NFL. We'll see what happens with him. Maybe not so good of a situation for Jay Knott because he's with the former running back coach from Oklahoma, DeMarco Murray, and DeMarco said, like, this guy really wasn't my guy when he was in the at Oklahoma. So we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, definitely Sean Alston though. He definitely could pass block, and he's not shy to do it. And he definitely has a lot of screen plays, so you can use him in the backfield. Definitely get pat. I mean, he could catch the rock and things like that. But yeah, definitely with the pass block, I didn't know it was so important for running backs to do it, because even when with you saw with Jam Miller in Alabama last year, Jam Miller when he got hurt, you saw how their defensive linemen were getting closer to Ty Simpson, and it was a lot more pressures on Ty Simpson when Jam Miller was there than when he wasn't. So yeah, hopefully they can protect my boy Jaden Mayava this year and everything goes right for USC. And yeah, man. But King Miller, back to him a little bit. I love King Miller's story and what he did last year, just being a walk on running back at USC, because he's from Calabasas, California. And if you know anything about Calabasas, that's where all the rich people stay. That's where all the celebrities pretty much stay. And I think that's where Sierra Canyon is, where LeBron's son went to school, and we're all yeah, they had a really good team in basketball. But I think that's where he went to where he came from football, if I'm not mistaken, King Miller. But definitely King Miller, he definitely could have had a career or just been a kid that said, "Hey, like I don't need to do this, or I don't, because I have it all." If he's coming from Calabasas, I could have just went to USC for the scholarship and just for a job outside of USC. But no, he earned his way at USC, earned his right to be the starting running back at USC. So that's really great to see a story. But let me know your thoughts on USC and the running back room. How could they help us this year? Are we going to have 1,000 yard? Could Waymon Jordan turn into 1,000-yard runner? Could he turn into a Heisman? Dark horse Heisman, I don't know, because Waymon definitely does have that in them, because he definitely stepped up in against that Illinois game before he got hurt. So we'll see what happens, but definitely has to work on the fumbling too. I remember before he got hurt, the fumbling was a factor in his game, and definitely could help out Jaden Mayava when in late situations this year. So he loved it. I thank you so much. Go ahead and do all the YouTubers say. I'm not going to say.